Hey, this is World Series champion Johnny Damon.
This is World Series champion Cliff Floyd.
This is Kevin Newman of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
This is a World Series champion Ozzie Guillen.
This is Carlos Pena, 14-year MLB veteran.
This is two-time NL MVP Dale Murphy of the Atlanta Braves.
This is John Clowney, pitcher with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
This is World Series champion Joe Musgrove.
This is Jordan Luplow of the Cleveland Indians.
This is Lance Coach Jim from Houston Astros.
What's up, it's A. Jones of the Buffalo Bills.
It's Tyler Lockett of the Seattle Seahawks.
It's Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers.
It's Jose Canseco.
And when I'm not on the field catching bombs from Russell Wilson.
When I'm not on the field catching bombs.
When I'm not on the field catching bombs.
When I'm not on the field hitting bombs.
I'm watching my guys over at FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb. FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb breaks
off those nasty.
Nasty.
FIlthbomb. I know a thing or two about hitting some bombs, fellas.
But there's nothing quite like hitting a filth bomb
with my guys over at FIlthbomb Breaks.
FIlthbomb! FIlthbomb! Mike Trout 101 auto!
MVP breakers, MVP prices.
Keep those filth bombs coming, and I'll keep those World Series coming.
Thanks for making baseball cards fun again.
Thanks for making baseball cards fun again, guys. Go Bucks.
Thanks for making collecting cards fun again for the kids and for all of us old timers as well.
A way to make baseball cards fun again, guys. Keep pulling those nasty filth bombs.
And pull me a Jose Canseco Superfractor.
And hit me a West Coast Superfractor. Go Astros.
Please pull me a DuPont Superfractor.
How about you go pull me a Jordan Luplow Superfractor?
And now, introducing from New York, opening packs at the speed of sound, pulling filth out of cases nightly, the undefeated, undisputed champion of the sports card breaking industry, FIlthbomb Breaks. It's time for FIlthbomb.
What's going on, everyone? Stephen Michael here with FIlthbomb Breaks, coming to you live from the House of Wax right here in Long Island, New York on February 4th, 2020. The time is 7:26 p.m. Eastern, and I'm here with my co-host, Louis Zolo, here with the FIlthbomb Podcast. What's up, Louis?
What is up, guys? I'm going to be in the advice room, so if you want to comment, I'll be in there.
Guys, we are going to have a competition tonight because Louis thinks he could put together a better all-time NL team than I can. He's clearly bugging. But what we're going to do is we're going to let you know our teams, and then we're going to let you guys vote on it after the show. It's not even close, though. It's not close.
It's not.
His starting first baseman is Pete Alonso. It's not close.
Don't put Pete in this.
Leave Pete
He's my
out
backup.
of it.
Hey, Pete's the only guy in history that's hit 53 home runs every year he's been in the league.
Well, that's true. That's a true statement.
Hey, real quick, I can't find the advice room. Is there one?
Yeah.
I can't find it. I only see yours. I'm trying to get in there. I don't see it.
Just type in FIlthbomb
Everybody
advice.
wait for me. Everybody wait for me.
So
all right, let's get going.
Before we go, thank you so much, guys. We were able to fill a 8-case jumbo 2020 Top Series 1 player break in 18 hours. That is pretty insane. That's impressive, and that's thanks to you guys. You're in the room, it looks like. All right, awesome.
I'm in.
So we got that going tomorrow. We're going to be doing 4 cases starting at 4 p.m. Eastern. Then after that, before that, we're going to be breaking a 10-box baseball mixer right after this podcast. And then also, don't forget to go get in our fantasy baseball leagues. We already filled up a $100 league, $250 leagues halfway full, and so is a $500 league. We opened up another $100 league, so we're going to keep filling them until we can't fill them anymore. So get ready. We're going to get the drafts. We're playing for cool prizes. We're going to actually take the buy-in money and buy baseball cards. And then first place is going to get like a crazy, crazy card. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lewis wouldn't really know. He's going to finish in last, but he's going to try.
Possible. As much as I claim I know a lot about baseball, I never do good in fantasy. I got too many Mets on my team usually.
I could just imagine. Reyes was on your team. Wright was on your team every year.
Reyes was explosive as a Met. So you make fun of him all you want.
You know.
Explosive.
He was too streaky. You couldn't win with Reyes on your team because he'd go cold for like a month.
He was exciting. His main year, he was exciting. He had like 1 million triples.
Oh, yeah.
500,000 doubles. It was fun. Speed's fun.
No,
These
definitely.
things.
All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with, obviously, one of the most important positions in baseball, the catcher position. Lewis, who do you have at catcher?
All right. This is, I think, the easiest one to pick. It's got to be Johnny Bench. I don't really think there's a close second in the National League. So for an honorable mention, I'll throw in like Piazza or Gary Carter. But for my starter, Johnny Bench, no doubt. No doubt.
All right, so right now we're tied because I obviously have Johnny Bench as well. So let's look at the numbers real quick, though. For those of you who aren't familiar with Johnny Bench, and he's just a name that comes out of baseball product, guys, check this out. This is from the catcher position. All right, he's got 2,048 hits, 389 home runs, 1,376 RBIs, a 267 batting average. But more important than that, he's a two-time MVP. He's in the Hall of Fame, obviously, and he's got a bunch of World Series titles, doesn't he?
He's got.
Wasn't he?
He has to.
He has
was
to.
on part of Big Red Machine.
It
wasn't
doesn't.
he?
Yeah. Oh, there it is. He's World Series MVP, 2 times World Series.
NL Rookie of the Year.
Yup. Yeah, the guy's loaded. He's got everything.
Led the league in RBIs 3 times and 10 Gold Gloves.
All right. So that's obvious. All right. So now we're gonna move to our right. We're going to first base. Lewis, who's in first?
You tell me yours first this time.
All right.
I'm not showing you all my eggs in my basket here.
All right. Well, my guy, if you could guess him. All right.
Okay.
He has over 500 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Over 3,000 hits. He has a batting average career at exactly 300. Is it ringing any bells?
Exactly 300? 3,000 hits? Righty or lefty?
Righty.
No, tell me, I can't think.
I got Albert Pujols at first base.
Oh, dude, you can't do that.
I got Albert Pujols. He's legit.
That's mine. That's mine.
So then we got the same team so far. That's cool.
No.
Guys,
come on.
for those of you that think Albert Pujols is washed up, he may be washed up right now, and we're seeing him in his decline. But you guys have to remember this. He's got 3,202 hits, okay? Like, that's beast mode. But then we move to the home runs. He's at 656. He's going to finish with 700 plus home runs most likely if he doesn't just like disappear off the planet. All right. He's got a 300 batting average, a 927 OPS. This guy has Rookie of the Year, 3-time MVP. Oof. He's got 2 World Series championships. The guy's, in my opinion, best NL first baseman ever. But, Lewis, do you have anything else you want to shed on Albert Pujols?
No, Albert Pujols, it's funny that he's the best in the National League, which I think we both agree, so it's probably true. But the thing is, he's probably like 4th or 5th overall. The American League is loaded with the best of all time first baseman, which we'll talk about another time. But Pujols, I'm all over it. When I just said you can't do that, I'm surprised you said him. I thought that was a dark horse, sort of. So I was happy. That's why I said you go first. I was going to make it all dramatic, like, oh, yeah, well, I got Pujols. And then you just screwed me and took him.
He's got the second highest WAR ever for a first baseman behind Lou Gehrig. I mean, it's not really a dark horse. The guy's,
I just didn't think people would think of him. When it comes to mind, you don't think of Pujols up there with other guys.
Yeah, because he's still playing, I think. That's why.
Right. That's what throws you off. I agree.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But I did a little quick Google search. I was like, yeah, it's kind of hard to go against that. Although, if you guys want to do a little honorable mention, we could look at Jim Thome. His numbers are pretty sleeper, right?
Yeah, but Jim Thome's American League.
Well, yes and no. Like, when I think of him...
Think he's a Philly?
Yeah, he played on the Phillies twice, man.
I don't know. Thome to me is an Indian.
I mean, I see him as an Indian because he played against the Yankees so much, but but real quick, my man has 612 home runs. Like, that's so underrated. Like, you don't think, like, there's not many people with 600 home runs in baseball, and Jim Thome's one of them. And he looks like the most unathletic person. Like, if you saw him outside, you'd be like, oh, my man is just doofy. And he has 612 home runs. He's got a 276 batting average, a 956 OPS, higher than Pujols. Or no, maybe just a tad under him. And then for the hits, he's got 2,328 hits. I mean, the dude wasn't an easy out. So
shout out to Dylan Clark. He's watching. He knew you were going to say Albert Pujols. He said Albert, I bet. And then when you said him, he was like, bang.
There you go. There you go.
So far, he has bench also. So far, the first two, everybody's pretty much on board with as far as National League.
Yeah. I'll let you go with the second base because you're not copying mine.
No, I don't think I am. All right. This is hard for me because one is stats and the other one is sentiment.
Oh, you're going with my guy.
No, I'll let you do it, which isn't fair because I know nobody's going to go with you on this, but I'm going to go Rogers Hornsby as my starter. But my backup is definitely your guy.
Oh, definitely my guy.
All right, just say it.
My guy is the most iconic player in baseball history. One of my PCs. I collect them. He changed the game of baseball forever. And 100 years from now, people are going to know his name more than Babe Ruth. Because one reason, they still wear his jersey each and every year. And you have yourself a Jackie Robinson day. Now, I always say his stats aren't the most exciting Jackie Robinson when you look at the numbers, and they aren't. But what you have to realize about Jackie Robinson is this. He was playing knowing for most of his career, they were trying to hit him in the head. Every time he got up to bat, in the back of his mind, he's like, all right, this could be the time I'm getting hit in the face. You know, and they were gunning. These guys were telling him, we're coming for you. We're going to hit you. So just imagine people calling you all these names from the crowd. Pitchers are trying to hit you. And with all that being said, he still put up ridiculous stats. So it's like you have to take Jackie Robinson's numbers and times them by 1.5. That's how I feel. Because he was just under so much Imagine going out on the road. You can't stay at the same hotel as your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw the movie. I saw 42, but let me tell you something. Okay, listen, like I said, he's sentiments, Jackie Robinson. I got to play devil's advocate. Okay, you go Hornsby's numbers. Led the league in doubles 4 times, home runs twice, 289 career homers, second base.
How many years did he play?
I don't know. Not sure.
I'll search him while you're talking. Keep going.
He had a 33-game hitting streak, batted .401 with 42 homers, 152 RBIs at the age of 26.
Okay.
Twice he hit .424. Let's see. Career slugging
That's it?
Career slugging .577 with a batting average lifetime .358. So this is what I'm saying. Take away sentiment. You see stats with bags over these guys' heads. Who would you take for your team?
All right, but
Hornsby.
No, but let me say this. Let me say this. Jackie Robinson only played 13 years. No, less. He played 10 years to Roger Hornsby's 23 years. He had a shortened career due to diabetes, and he started losing his eyesight. All right? In those 10 years, he had, from the second base position, where people aren't pitching to him, 137 home runs, 1,500 hits. Okay? He had 197 stolen bases and he had a career .311 batting average. So imagine knowing, right? This is what it's like. Every time Jackie Robinson got up to the plate, it was like UConn women's basketball team going on the road and playing a scrub team in the division. No matter who you're playing, everyone's giving you their 100% best effort because they want to knock you out. You know what I mean?
Understood. I get it.
So it's like he's putting up those numbers on top of people trying extra hard against him.
Now, it might have been nasty as far as words and intent to hurt somebody because of who he was. But what I'm saying is it's almost the same concept as people pitching around Bonds and walking him intentionally all those times. It's the same thing.
Except for the fact that he didn't really walk that much. Most he's ever walked was he walked 106. Back in the day, that's a lot, I guess.
Tons. And most of them were, intentional walks, and a couple of times with the bases loaded.
But also, let me see if I can find this. Let me see if they have his hit by pitch. You know how many hit by pitches Jackie Robinson has in his career, by the way?
How many?
Just take a wild guess in 10 years.
All right. Let me just ask you this first before I make a total jackass of myself. Is it like a crazy high number or just shockingly low?
That's the whole point. Go.
175.
72. But still, he got
high.
But he got hit on average 7 times a year. People don't get hit ever. You know what I mean? People go a whole season without getting hit. My man got hit by a pitch 14 times in 1952. He got hit once every 6 games, 7 games. His rookie season, 1947, when he broke into the league, 9 times he got hit by a pitch. Like, welcome to the bigs. And that's what I'm saying. He was playing up there scared too. Well, he wasn't scared, but you know what I mean. It's in the back of his head. So I give Jackie super props. And that's somebody I want on my team because although he only won 1 World Series in 55, he was a winner. And he turned that Dodgers team around. They were trash bags before he came on.
And he didn't have helmets. They were wearing soft caps.
Yeah, my man was shook. All right, so we'll move on to the third base position.
Okay.
I'll let you go first this time.
I got Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, same here. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, I don't think
you can.
Yeah, no. Okay, if you had a backup, who would it be then?
I think Eddie Matthews. I like.
See, this is my biggest dark horse on my whole entire board. Now I'm going to say it, and just give me an honest opinion, like what you think. Actually, I want you to take my back on this. I say Manny Machado.
I mean, you know how I feel about Machado. I think it's way too early, though.
I think he has the potential to be there.
I mean, yeah. Look, all right, Mike Schmidt.
But nobody else, what I'm saying is, I don't feel like anybody else does. I tried to consider Arenado a little bit, but I think Machado's the only one that could come close to Schmidt.
Which is what I've been saying. Which is what I've been saying for the longest time. Look, Schmidt only has 2,200 hits. I think Machado's going to eclipse that.
Yeah.
Right? He's got 548 home runs. I think Machado comes close. And he didn't hit for that high of a batting average. Mike Schmidt only hit for a 267 batting average. Machado's at like 277 right now, 280. So, I mean, that's actually a pretty cool comparison. I think that when it's all said and done,
I get it. I thought it was really like the analogy was almost the same. I just felt like they were equal. I think Machado has a better glove.
Yeah, I think Mike Schmidt was the best at that position at that time, and now as we move on, people like Machado are born, and they have a shot. Like he has a shot to be one of the best third basemen ever, even though no one talks about him.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to shortstop. I'm going to go with somebody that I saw a lot of in my day. It was somebody I watched a lot growing up. Honus Wagner.
You had me right there. I'm like, what?
Honus Wagner. This guy, all right, I never saw him play, so I'm not going to act like, but if you're just looking on baseballreference.com at this guy's numbers, it's video game like. My man has 3,400 hits. He has a career 328 batting average. He has stolen bases. Guess the stolen bases.
500.
728.
I don't even know anything about him except that his card's worth like $7 gazillion.
My man did. What did he run every time he got on base? He was just like, "Yep, stolen." And he had.
Who was back there?
And
who's back there to throw these guys out? Nobody, probably.
Probably like my great uncle Emilio or something.
Emilio,
some scrub Italian catcher.
Emilio.
So, but I mean,
Emilio, he's running again.
Yeah, get fired. Throw him out, Emilio.
Yeah, not the Z. That's it.
So yeah, that's
all right. You know what though? This is where I get back in the game. First of all, I think if anybody knows baseball, they're going to go with me on the Hornsby over Jackie Robinson.
Nah.
But if for some reason you have the lead because of that one pick, because we have the other 3 that are the same, this is where I catch back up. You got Honus. I'm going to warm the cockles of Brett Argabyte's heart. And I'm going to say Ozzie Smith is my man who starts at short.
No
the Wizard
way.
of Art. A no home run 50 RBI guy who just was amazing and was a game changer with the glove. Ozzie Smith, who does backflips and hits only a home run when it counts.
I'm out. That right there may solidify my victory. That pick. Wagner versus Ozzie. Wagner versus Ozzie.
People.
Oh my goodness. Give me a
Come on, step it up.
All right.
Step it up.
So this is where you have no shot of beating me, all right? So my first baseman is the same as your first baseman. He's got 3,000 hits.
Okay.
My shortstop has 3,000 hits. Now we're going to move to my left fielder. All right, so I'm going for a team that we're going to hit mix a little power in, but then we're going to steal some bases. My left fielder is Pete Rose. Try to stop that. Try to stop Pete Rose and Honus Wagner.
Pete Rose for left field?
Left field. Pete Rose. Stop him. I got the all-time hit leader. And then I got one of the stolen base kings of all time in Honus Wagner. We're setting the table for Pujols. Get out of here.
Now you're actually doing a lineup? Get out of here with that.
Listen, that's how I configure my team. If you were falling behind, that's your fault, bud.
No, you just created that rule. What are you talking about?
Listen, you got all the same guys. You're clogging bases. You're clogging bases.
League.
You got a bunch of Gary Sanchez's on your team, man.
My left fielder, another Cardinal. Let's go Stan Musial.
See, but he came up under right field for me.
Ooh. Do you have him as a right fielder?
I do. So now I'm crushing you with another 3,000 hits.
No, what are you talking about? You can't do that.
He played right field.
He's a left fielder.
He played right field.
Left field.
I think you looked up the wrong thing, bud.
No, I didn't.
Look, right now, Stan Musial position. We're looking it up as we speak. Stan the Man Musial, outfield and first base. Look, Stan Musial. I'm going to see right now. I'm going to settle this right now.
Go ahead.
Right field.
Is that what you have? You're looking at it?
In 1948, Dyer moved Musial to right field and put Nippy Jones at first base. From 48 to 54, Musial primarily played outfield. There we go. He moved him to right field. Thank you very much.
Moved. All right, fine. Am I getting credit for him at left field at all?
I'll give you credit for him on left field.
So he sort of cancels out then.
Yeah,
right
he's
fielder,
canceling
right?
out. Yep.
All right, fine. Okay, center field then, which is obvious, right? This is obvious for everybody.
I hope.
I think he's the best player ever to play the game, ever.
Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez. Willie Mays.
Yeah, I have Willie. I have Willie.
Do you think he was the best ever?
For National League?
Top three? No, ever.
No.
Really?
No. I think the best player ever, if you look at the numbers, and I don't think it's close, Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron's numbers are so unfair. Like, hold on. You need to just hear Hank Aaron's numbers again, just in case you don't remember them, and in case you even thought for a second that Willie Mays was the best player. Listen to these numbers, okay?
I'm listening.
Home runs, 755. It's like, yeah.
Wait, before you go any further, just for the record, I'm going to go a step further. Hank Aaron is obviously my right fielder, by the way.
Okay.
So it's not like I disagree how great he was. I'm just saying I think Mays was better overall. But go ahead with those stats.
I would have. All right, so let's keep going. I like Hank Aaron, though. But 2,300 RBIs, 240 steals, 305 batting average. Okay?
I'm listening.
That right there, if you just heard those numbers, you were like, oh, he had 2,800 hits. You'd be like, wow, that was the greatest player ever.
Right.
3,771 hits.
Okay, but that's all offense. If you throw in, if it was in today's era and they were broken down, Mays would be a 5-tool player.
Oh, yeah.
And Hank Aaron would not be.
All right, but we didn't pick all defensive NL team. We went with...
No, but if we're putting the best team together of all time.
My man has 143 WAR.
Okay, so he could have...
Let's see Willie Mays'
50
WAR.
home runs, but 2,000 errors. I mean, the field matters.
Well,
man.
WAR is calculating errors.
Who are you talking to? Is there somebody else there?
No.
Oh.
Wow, 156 WAR for Willie Mays? See, Willie Mays is a little better than I thought. He has, but less hits, less homers, less ribbies.
Okay, but he's in the top 3 homers. He's in the top 3.
Yeah.
And he's still way better.
Less
in the field.
batting average, more strikeouts.
Did Hank Aaron steal bases?
250 steals.
Oh, did he? All right.
Bro, my man was a machine. Hank Aaron, all right, he's a home run leader. He's all-time home run leader. Like, that's, when you think of, that's like having the all-time touchdown, being the all-time touchdown leader. Like, that's the best record in baseball, right?
Hank Aaron's not the home run leader.
All right, don't go there. He's the real home run leader.
I disagree. I told you I'm Team Bonds all the way.
Oh, I know. He definitely deserves it. He went from 30 to 78 It's about that's real. That's real. The balls weren't juiced. That's good.
He was going to be a Hall of Famer anyway.
100% Hall of Famer, but he's not the home run leader. He's not the all-time home run leader. It's like, 30, 38, 42, 81. Like, oh, yeah, you didn't juice. Yeah. You're doing great.
You don't know if these guys juiced back in the day. You don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, Hank Aaron was on the juice.
No, I'm saying in general. You just don't know. I'm sure they had their version of cheating also.
Yeah, probably.
You think cheating just came about in our era? No. So there was ways. It probably wasn't a home run difference way, but it was something else maybe. Who knows?
They were corking bats.
Spitballs, Vaseline on the ball. They were all like Harris in Major League.
Oh, yeah,
they had,
for sure.
Vaseline over here, Crisco over here. Who would have known?
All right. I think that what's going to really make or break our teams right now is going to be our pitching staff.
What, did we go right field? Who's your right field?
Yeah, Stan the Man.
Right?
I had Stan the Man.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so your outfield is who?
Just a bunch of 3,000 hit guys.
Who are they? Who is it?
I got Pete Rose, Stan Musial, Willie Mays.
You got Pete Rose,
Stan the Man, and Willie Mays. I didn't put Hank Aaron in there. I didn't put Hank Aaron.
Because you have Musial there. Okay, so how's that better? Mine is Musial, Mays, and Aaron. That's not better than Rose?
Your outfield might be better, but I got Honus Wagner against, who'd you pick? Coco Chris?
Ozzie Smith. Coco Chris. The Wizard. He does flips.
That doesn't do anything.
Honus
I don't see a category here that says flips.
Honus Wagner never did flips. Flips go a long way.
And then I got you destroyed at second base.
How do you figure?
Because I love Jackie Robinson. He's the best. All right. We're going to the pitching. We're going to let the voters decide, all right? So whatever we say doesn't even matter.
Okay.
But I will say this. My pitching staff, because I'm a pitching guy, you're done.
No. My pitching staff is sick.
All right. Hit me with your ace. Let's go.
Oh, you want them in an order?
Yeah, no. Just give me who you think is your best. It doesn't matter. I mean.
All right. My number one, we're doing National League only, is Koufax then.
See, he didn't make my list.
You're crazy.
I didn't put Koufax on my list. Because you know who I'm hitting you with?
Who?
Christy Mathewson. He's
not on my list.
He won the Triple Crown twice as a pitcher.
Yeah. Against all white guys that were like 38 years old and beer bellies.
All right.
None of them were athletes.
He's got 373 wins. Okay. He's got a career whip of 106. And his ERA is sitting at a stellar 2.13. And he's got the Triple Crown 2 times. Koufax.
How many strikeouts does he have?
Strikeouts.
Yeah.
He's got 2,500.
I bet you out of his 2,500 strikeouts, my 13-year-old daughter could slow pitch softball and get at least 50% of the guys he struck out.
You know what's crazy, though?
What?
Listen to these strikeout numbers. And he played the innings, so he changed his whole approach once he started. He only had one 37-win season, though.
How many?
He had a 37-win season. That's
stupid.
That's so sick. They're like, Monday you're pitching. Yeah, get back out there on Tuesday.
They probably pitched every day, like Little League.
Yeah, he had a 390 innings pitched season. But anyways, on the strikeouts, listen to this. He pitched the same amount of innings. His strikeouts, he didn't get hurt. He was still pitching. All right, 267, 212, 206, 178, 259. Then he must have blown out his elbow because he pitched the same innings, and we got 149, 184, 141, 134, 93, 80. So he learned how to pitch at that point. He was like, I'm not going to get anyone out this way. We're painting corners. So
he's your number one guy?
I mean, you could do a lot worse than somebody with 373 wins. My man knows how to get the W.
Fine. No, I'm good with it. No, I'm saying I'm going to keep Koufax as my number one.
Okay.
Then. I'll do it in order. I don't have them in order now, but I'll say them in order.
Okay.
All right, so then 2, you do your second first.
All right, so I like guys that can pitch in a big game. I've said that so many times, right? Hence Garrett Cole, hence Shohei Ohtani. But I have to...
All-American Leaguers.
No, I have to go with Randy Johnson. Actually, you know what? I can't say him, right? Because he's technically Seattle. Can I?
No. By the way, you could choose. No. Guys like that, you could do that because You know what? I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I have Randy Johnson, but on my American League staff. If
Okay.
you want him for National League, do it.
Yeah,
But
I'm using him.
I don't. Okay.
I'm using him. Randy Johnson's stats are absurd. He's 5-time Cy Young. That's so cheap. We're never going to see another 5-time Cy Young guy in our life. Probably.
Can you do when you're looking up these stats? Can you do comparisons?
I don't know how. No.
Yeah,
but
neither. That's why I'm not even going to bother with stats.
But he got himself a World Series, which is huge because he got it on a crappy Diamondbacks team that had Matt Williams on it, Luis Gonzalez, a bunch of just guys that had a good year, and him and Kurt Schilling won the World Series for the Diamondbacks, right? Because that could be one of the best 1-2 punches that will ever.
It was
at
the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
they even
if you compare it, but even if you compare him to Cole and Verlander, I think they were better. Just because Randy Johnson was just. What was his 2001 season? Let's see real quick.
Let me ask you a question. Matheson, is he a righty or a lefty pitcher?
Righty.
Okay, so you went righty and now lefty. I gave you lefty first with Koufax.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He was lefty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you, while you're looking that up, my guy to match you at number 2, but I'm going to throw you a righty. Who do you think it is? My man. Who? Tell me.
Don't say
me.
Jacob deGrom.
No. I wouldn't do that. Come on. I have more respect for this.
So,
but it's the other guy in the same uniform.
You got Kurt Schilling?
Tom Seaver.
In the Mets. I thought you said in the other.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Not on
he's
my list at all.
He's on my list. Tom Seaver's on my list.
Okay, so then what? Does that mean it's a wash?
Well, technically, yeah. You better come with some heat now because I got my number 2 is Randy Johnson.
Okay, so far you have 2 different ones. You washed out my Seaver.
Yeah, so now I got Seaver as my 3.
Okay, so then I have to pick my next one will be 3rd. I'll go Steve Carlton as my 3rd.
All right. I'm
Who's
going
your 3rd?
Gregory Maddux. Love him.
Well, that's a washout. I have Maddux too.
Oh! So I got Maddux.
What? That's not a reach. You got to have Maddux.
You have to. All right, so then I went with someone that I'm going to use as a National League, so you're going to beat me maybe on the AL pitching.
Okay.
For my number 5.
Who? Because I'm in the same boat. I have somebody you could go either way with. Who is it? You say it's your turn.
I got Pedro Martinez.
Oh no, that's not my guy. And by the way, I like that pick.
Yeah,
I'll give you credit.
Solid,
I like that pick.
Solid pick.
But I don't have him on my roster at all for AL or NL.
What?
I don't. I just don't.
Oh.
All right. So my NL, I said Koufax, Carlton, Seaver, Maddux, and then I'm going Nolan Ryan as an Astro.
I like Nolan Ryan. I do like the pick. Trust me, I do like the pick. He just walked too many guys for me. He just walked way too many guys. I wouldn't want him in a... I mean, he has so many no-hitters. His wildness worked to his advantage.
Nolan Ryan, even when he was on the Rangers, right? Wasn't he 9-15 one year and still came in 5th in the MVP?
Yeah, because he was a freak.
Yes. I mean, how do you not put him in there? How do you not?
Honestly, though, all right, you take Nolan Ryan's best season. I think this guy's so underrated, even though he's not. But Pedro Martinez, man.
So it's Seaver and Maddux are a wash. So it comes down Koufax, Carlton, Nolan Ryan versus Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, and who?
Maddux and Pedro.
No. You have Seaver and Maddux also.
Yeah, Randy Johnson.
Right, who's your other 3 guys? Randy Johnson.
Mathewson.
Okay, so you have Mathewson. So everybody needs to understand this. You have Mathewson, Randy Johnson as a Diamondback, and Pedro against Koufax, Carlton, and Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan never even won a Cy Young. Bet you didn't know that stat. 0 Cy Youngs? And he's on your staff?
I will be honest. No, I would have never said he had 0. But I don't care. I don't care.
Never would have thought that,
who
right?
Never won a batting title is garbage. I mean, it just happens. That's one of those freak of nature stats, which you would have to admit. If you didn't read that, would you have not thought Nolan Ryan?
No, I knew that already. I didn't read it. Now I'm on it though. He finished. Right. This is where he finished. You want to hear the best he's ever finished in the Cy Young?
Well, I was today day old when I found out Nolan Ryan had no Cy Young.
So that's on his top 5. Somebody that wasn't good enough to win a Cy Young once. So listen, Cy Young, he finished 8th. Okay? Then he went 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 9th, and 5th. He finished second one time.
Okay.
And then all those other years that you didn't hear me say, he wasn't even in the voting. Like he must have finished Cy Young like 31. So that's his guys. If you want to vote for that staff, let's go, baby.
Closer.
All right, this one is one of my all-time favorites. He's sentimental to me. Okay. I think that when he was on, I'm not even going with numbers. I'm just saying when he was on, you cannot hit him. He has one of the best games ever pitched in history before being turned over to a closer. Kerry Wood.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm being serious. His stuff, as far as stuff, he was one of the most dominant pitchers ever in history. Kerry Wood.
All right. If people actually vote for your team over mine, we need to just start mailing them IQ tests.
Kerry Wood had 20 strikeout game, and guys that went against him said they've never seen anything like that. The way the balls were moving left to right, right to left. You didn't know where anything was going. Let's go to Kerry Wood's numbers, all right, before we talk. Kerry Wood, you see, you forget, this guy was elite. He just got, Dusty Baker ruined his arm. Thank God Cole's gone. Get Cole out of there. Get Cole out of there. So,
I'm waiting for these stats.
As a closer,
I want to know, how many years did he even play?
14 years off and on.
Okay.
All right, but he had
Career wins.
No, we're going with closers, so I don't care about wins.
No. I'm curious. No. This has nothing to do
with 86 wins.
Right, so he had 14 years of mediocrity. Okay.
Well, no, he had 2003 was the last year he started. Then he had 8 wins, 3 wins, 1 win, 1 win.
All right, so in the bullpen, how many saves does he have?
He has 2 years as a closer. One with the Cubs, 34 saves.
Okay.
And then he has... See, I just like him for... He was a flash in the pan, but when he was pitching, he was elite. He has... Listen to this season real quick, just before... So he had a 3.2 ERA, 266 strikeouts. He had a 119 with... he's not as good as I thought he was. But he had a Rookie of the Year. I'm changing my pick.
Anyway,
I'm changing my pick.
No changing picks. No changing picks.
My number one was Trevor Hoffman, though.
No, that's mine. You took Kerry Wood.
He's all right, fine. I have Wood and Hoffman. Damn, that's going to catch you up with your Ozzie Smith.
By your logic, then Dwight Gooden should be on my starting staff because he had one crazy dominant year.
Honestly,
should have won MVP.
We're doing all time. If you want him in his hottest year, that would be another good one, right?
No, we're doing all time.
I know, but I'm saying all time best seasons ever. You make your team. That would be fun.
Yeah, best year ever. He'd be in there. 80, 84, 85.
Oh my God, that was unhittable.
Yeah, it was great. But that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Hoffman.
Right, so I dropped the ball with Kerry Wood.
My sleeper, I would throw Billy Wagner in a second.
He was on mine, and then I crossed him off for Kerry Wood. Look, not lying.
Billy Wagner?
Wagner's on my list. Crossed off right there. And I put Kerry Wood up top.
All right, so hold on a second here. So, catcher, we're a wash. First base, we're a wash. Second base, it's Hornsby versus Jackie Robinson. Third base, we're a wash. Shortstop, it's Honus Wagner versus Ozzie Smith.
That's bad. That's just as bad as Kerry Wood versus whoever your guy is.
Outfielders.
Wait, time out. We're having 2 closers or 1?
No, just 1.
Oh, so then I would take Hoffman, obviously, over Kerry Wood.
Okay, fine. Then it's a wash. We didn't do that yet. Hold on.
Yes.
Outfield, we're the same, except it comes down to Hank Aaron versus Pete Rose.
Yeah, so that's right? Just as bad as the Wagner Ozzie Smith.
Right. Pitchers, we have 2 guys that are a wash, so it comes down to Randy Johnson as a Diamondback, Christy Matheson, and Pedro versus Koufax, Carlton, and Nolan Ryan.
Who doesn't have a Cy Young.
No, listen. We already stated your case. I'm letting everybody know what the deal is. No more comments. That's it. It's fair and it's over. Nolan Ryan is laid to rest. And our closer is a wash.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 50% of our team comes down to differences.
It's going to come down to Honus Wagner and Ozzie Smith. And guys, you know where to put the vote. No, Hank Aaron, though. But you know what? This is the thing. I think the difference between Wagner and Ozzie Smith is so much greater than Stan
Musial. But you only
Musial.
get 1 vote. It's not like you're getting like the difference of the averages. You get
know.
1 vote. And by the way,
who crapped the bed more? That's a question. Which one of us's pick was worse?
I plead with people to just look up stats before they jump to a conclusion, and I think I might sway some people to Ozzie Smith.
If flips is not a category, guys. So remember that.
It is. It is on his baseball card. He has like 45 flips a season.
He has a flip on every card. Every card he's flipping.
That's it.
All right, guys.
Listen, every year he had like 45, and second every year was like Tommy Herr had like 1.
Pumped up. And the bat boy for the Mets.
Bat boy for the Mets.
So, all right, we got to get out of here. We'll put up these lists for you guys to vote on. Hope you guys had a good time listening to us debate each other, throwing some stats. Hopefully you learned something, like Nolan Ryan never won a Cy Young. So I know one person learned something today.
I did.
But I did learn that Kerry Wood wasn't as good as I thought he was either. I collected him as a kid, so I just had sentimental value. So Kerry Wood, man, you're the man. But damn, even your best year, you had a 3.12 ERA. That's trash bags.
You tried to get too fancy.
Yeah, but he was my second closer, so thank God. All right, he's gone then. Bye, Kerry. R.I.P. All right, we are going to go live in just a few minutes for a 10-box baseball mixer. We're going to run the randoms for that. And Lewis is done for a week, right?
Yeah, I'm out of here. Switzerland in the morning. I'll see everybody next week, Monday.
He's going to scout. He's going to scout shortstops in Switzerland.
You guys are going to get dumber for the rest of the week listening to Steven and Derek for the remainder.
So we're out of here. Appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys tuning in. On behalf of myself, Steve Michael, Louis Zolo, and FIlthbomb Breaks, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity and checking in live for the podcast. And until the next break, till the next Casebox Packer podcast, we're signing off saying sayonara, bro. Tani's. Catch you on the flip side. Otani's winning MVP.
Hey, this is World Series champion Johnny Damon.
This is World Series champion Cliff Floyd.
This is Kevin Newman of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
This is a World Series champion, Ozzie Guillen. This is Carlos Pena, 14-year MLB veteran.
This is two-time NL MVP Dale Murphy of the Atlanta Braves.
This is John Plante, pitcher with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
This is World Series champion Joe Musgrove.
This is Jordan Luplow of the Cleveland Indians.
This is West Coast Jim Houston Astros.
What's up, it's A. Jones of the Buffalo Bills.
It's Tyler Lockett of the Seattle Seahawks.
This is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers.
Here's Jose Canseco.
And when I'm not on the field catching bombs from Russell Wilson.
When I'm not on the field catching bombs.
When I'm not on the field catching bombs.
When I'm not on the field hitting bombs.
I'm watching my guys over at
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb. FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb.
FIlthbomb Breaks.
Off those nasty.
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 Nasty FIlthbomb. I know a thing or two about hitting some bombs, fellas.
But there's nothing quite like hitting a filth bomb
For my guys over at FIlthbomb Breaks.
FIlthbomb! FIlthbomb! Mike Trout 101 auto!
MVP breakers, MVP prices.
Keep those FIlthbombs coming, and I'll keep those World Series coming.
Thanks for making baseball cards fun again.
Thanks for making baseball cards fun again, guys. Go Bucks.
Thanks for making collecting cards fun again for the kids and for all of us old-timers as well.
A way to make baseball cards fun again, guys. Keep pulling those nasty filth bombs.
and pull me a Jose Canseco Superfractor.
And hit me a West Coast Superfractor. Go Astros.
Please pull me a Plante Superfractor.
How about you go pull me a Jordan Luplow Superfractor?